I mean, Joe Biden, we could spend all day playing sound bites of him saying Ukraine really needs to root out corruption. They really need to root out corruption. And he was the point person for the Obama administration on making sure that happened. Meanwhile, his son is running around trying to run cover for one of the most apparently corrupt organizations there.
After the fact, when this became an issue, the Biden folks' argument was, Joe Biden wasn't aware of this. He wasn't aware of what his son was doing beyond saying, beyond being alerted by news stories that he had joined the board and telling him, I hope you know what you're doing. Well, we see from this CIA, memo where the Biden folks are telling the CIA not to disseminate a memo that really does point out this sort of conflict of interest here, or at least the double standard and the perception of a double standard that, no, in fact, they were aware of this. And Joe Biden was aware of this, and he didn't want others in his government to be made aware of it. So, whether or not he was actively involved in pushing out a prosecutor because it would benefit his son or his son's client, or whether it just so happened that it benefited the Burisma, you can't argue that he wasn't aware of this potential conflict of interest. And even if you could argue it,
he did. Wait, hold that thought. He did argue it many times. Just as a refresher for the audience, Hannity Show put together this montage back in the day, SOT 55.
Mr. Vice President, how many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings. I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period. And what I will do is the same thing we did in our administration. There will be an absolute wall between personal and private and the government.
Do you stand by your statement that you did not discuss any of your son's overseas business dealings?
Yes, I stand by that statement. I did not know he was on the board of that company. I've never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters. I never discussed a single thing with my son about anything having to do with Ukraine.
Did you lie about never speaking with Hunter? No, I didn't. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, so clearly he did know that Hunter was on the board of this company, and the people around him knew, and the people around him, and possibly himself, did not want others in the government to be sort of aware of this and sort of focused on it as a potential problem that undercut the U.S.'s effort to fight corruption around the world.